Internet dating. Is it a safe way to meet people and a great way to meet people, or a catastrophe waiting to happen? I may find out one day. But first, a little history of my dating. It goes back many years. I met my husband at 14 when he was 15. We were ninth grade sweethearts, dated through high school, and 5 years later we married when we were both 19. He had joined the Marine Corps, and we traveled the world for 20 years, courtesy of the Marine Corps. And we moved 27 times in those 20 years. So there was a lot of transition. We became each other's best friends and rocks and confidants. And we were sounding boards, and we had each other. Family was far away, so anything that happened, we worked out together. So he retired from the Marine Corps. And about 10 years after that, after announcements of betrayals, our marriage imploded. And that was after 32 years of marriage. It took me a while to file for divorce, and this year our divorce was final, and we began new lives. I started back at school, and I've been working for the Villages for about 4 years. And finally this year, this summer, I was given a substantial raise, which has finally allowed me to breathe and not struggle every month to make it through another month. So I'm not quite ready to start dating. Still too new of an experience to be alone. But online dating is a real possibility. My son met his wife through Match.com, and they have a wonderful marriage. They've been married about 4 years. And I have a cousin who also met her husband on Match.com. So I believe in it. I believe in the success that it has. A cousin here in the Villages met her long-term boyfriend, or man friend. I guess when you're in your 70s, you should be considered a man. At the town square at the Villages. She was dancing and she blew his socks off. And they've been together for a while. So both work. You have to know what you're looking for. The thing about online dating that Dan Ariely worked on with 3 others was trying to find a solution to the problems that exist with online dating, and mainly it's the fact that you really can't search for the things that are most important to you. Things that are searchable as far as marketing and products are concerned are things that have concrete characteristics, like you can search for a dog food or a vitamin. But the things that take personal experience, like food at a restaurant or movies, you actually have to experience. So those are called experience searches, and those are very difficult on the online dating sites. So what he and his colleagues came up with was a virtual date, and I'm hoping that the online dating services will actually provide this, because it sounded quite interesting. Each of the participants, the man and woman, were just dots, and they weren't, that was their avatar, was just a dot. It wasn't indicative of height, weight, hair color, or anything. It was just a dot, and you got to pick your own color. And they got to go on dates to like a museum. Now these are virtual, so their dots experienced it, but they could speak, which was just a blurb in a text balloon. So they could communicate back and forth, and it really sounded like they had a great time. Now, after this virtual date, a few days later, they did get to meet. And these were all MIT people, the participants. I don't know whether they were just students or instructors well, their average age was 27. So it sounds like that's like a next step for the online dating services. And I think that would be important because, you get to experience something together, whether it's a museum or going fishing or walking in a park. You get to experience that virtually, and you get to see the person's reactions to the things that you're experiencing at the same time. If I ever were to decide to date again, I would select to use ChristianMingle.com because my Catholic Christian faith is very important to me, and I think that's a good starting point. When you find something that's critical to your life, I think if you could find someone that at least has that basic starting point as you, that would be very important. I did hop on their website for the first time to do this project, and I found it very informative, especially their largest concern was about safety. And I really had never really put that much thought into it. But they're very concerned about giving people money. So I don't know if that's something that's particular to Christian Mingle, and because Christians, are known for being generous, that is a real concern for this site, or whether it's common to all the sites. But anyhow, I enjoyed this project, and if I ever do decide to date, I probably would give Christian Mingle a try. Thank you.